many people with criminal records have traditionally been barred from receiving occupational licenses simply because they have a criminal record. In Washington, D.C., over 200 jobs will require a license to work and have strict limitations on who qualifies for a license. Also, according to a report by the Institute for Justice, the average license for lower and middle-income occupations in the district requires paying $400 in fees, finishing 261 days of training and experience, and passing one exam. Luckily, in 2021, the District of Columbia passed a bill making it much easier for people with criminal records to obtain licenses in their respective occupations. Now, let's see how exactly the new law could affect a returning citizen looking to apply for an occupational license.
How's it going?
Hi, my name is Adrienne Manigo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And I'm our co-counsel, Jeremy McNeil.
Nice to meet you. Thank you guys for meeting with me today.
Of course. Nice to meet you too. So we're student attorneys with the Howard University School of Law Reentry Clinic. Our clinic does advocacy and we provide direct representation to those who need it. And as a student attorney, I've been trained to handle cases such as yours. So what brings you in today?
Well, I want to get my barbering license, but I had a friend who tried to get his a couple years ago, but he got denied. Just want to make sure that when I get my license, my application won't be denied too.
Well, the Occupational Licensing Board considers multiple factors when determining whether to guarantee your license. But since the Removing Barriers to Occupational Licensing for Returning Citizens Amendment Act of 2020, the Occupational Licensing Board are no longer able to consider past arrests or convictions until after they've already determined if your license or application is qualified.
Okay, that sounds dope, but I still don't know if my application will get denied if I turn it in. Is there any way to know before I go through all the training and pay all the money?
Well, the new law allows you to submit an application for pre-approval. So you can just do the regular application or you can try and get pre-approved.
A petition for what now? Pre-approval?
Yeah, so it's a petition for pre-approval. It's a completely optional route, and the board just must give you a decision within 90 days, letting you know if your application would have been approved or not, and they also must give you an explanation as to why they wouldn't have approved your application.
All right, so what's supposed to be in the petition?
So the petition for pre-approval should consist of a letter written to the board, basically just talking about what led you to have the arrests and convictions that you do, what you've done to rehabilitate yourself since then is really important to include, and also what goals you hope to accomplish in attaining your license that you're applying for.
Okay, bet. Well, I have a theft on my record, so would the board deny me because of that? Would they think I shouldn't be a barber even though it happened a long time ago?
Yeah, so under the Act, the board can only consider convictions that are directly related to your occupational license that you're applying for. So they can't consider arrests and they also can't consider arrests that didn't result in convictions.
For example, your theft conviction may be considered in your license application because you'll be handling sums of money, but that doesn't mean they will automatically deny your application. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I understand that. I'm a straight shooter now, though. No more 5-finger discounts, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's great to hear. And for the record, the board isn't allowed to consider an applicant's criminal convictions until after they have already been found to be qualified for the license. So they also can't consider convictions that have been expunged, pardoned, vacated, or sealed. And they also can't consider juvenile adjudications and non-conviction information.
Okay, well, that was a lot of information, but thank you guys for explaining that to me. You guys are great student attorneys, if I do say so myself. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you do decide to go the pre-approval route, please make sure to consult a licensed attorney with any specific questions you may have.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
We appreciate you coming in today. Good luck with
Absolutely.
your application.
Take care, guys.
You too.
Here is a list of some agencies that offer support for returning citizens. This video was brought to you by the Reentry Clinic at Howard University School of Law and the Council for Court Excellence. The information contained in this video does not constitute legal advice, nor does it create an attorney-client relationship.